Hello, my seasoned midlife beauties. I'm Rosita. I'm a mindset coach and a podcast host. Welcome back to my channel, where midlife women are empowered to shift their mindset and live their most authentic and unstoppable lives. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found this page. Go ahead and mark it so you can come back later. Today, I'll be sharing step 5 of the series, 5 Steps to Rewrite Your Internal Narratives. Why is this so important? Because it's going to help you stop the self-sabotage behaviors. Now, let's do a quick review. The definition of internal narrative is those ongoing thoughts and stories that we tell ourselves in our head. And no one is aware of this but us, right? But everybody has it. So your narrative tells you who you are, what your abilities are, what you can and cannot do. These narratives shape how we see ourselves and how we see the world. Often self-sabotage is fueled by negative self-talk and limiting beliefs that we have developed over time. And we've internalized these. These are statements like, I'm not good enough. I always mess up. I'm too old. Or I don't deserve success. These steps will provide you insights and exercises and stats to help you rewrite your current narrative so that you can create a new narrative aligned with who you are today. So let me go over the steps real quick, and you can go to my YouTube channel, type in @MovingForward Life Coach Realtor to watch each step. In step 1, we focused on identifying the narratives that keep us stuck. In step 2, we challenged those deeply ingrained beliefs that fuel our self-sabotaging behaviors. Now, this step is crucial in your journey to break free from the limitations that have held you back. And it sets the stage for creating a new empowering narrative. This is your foundation in step 2. In step 3, we talk about transforming negative thoughts into positive actions. This is also important. This is where we learn how to replace the negative with positive. And that could be in our thoughts, in our words, in our behaviors, because they're all tied together. Now, step 4, we talked about how to visualize success. This is a great one because visualizing success helps rewire our mind to focus on positive outcomes rather than potential failures. Now, historically, women have often struggled with visualizing success. Let me just say that. And this is all due to lifelong societal pressures, traditional gender roles, and personal experiences that have prioritized others' needs over our own. This created years of self-doubt, compounded by life transitions and the fear of repeating past mistakes. These have all created mental barriers to imagine a positive future. But when we understand these influences, it is key to overcoming them. So by recognizing our strengths and shifting our focus, midlife women can break free from these limitations. We can embrace our potential and confidently visualize the success we desire. So today we are going to be talking about the last step. Step 5 is practice self-compassion. Now, as I said earlier, we women in midlife have spent years putting everyone else's needs before our own, whether it's family, work, or just trying to meet societal expectations. We are often taught that our worth came from what we did for others. And over time, this can lead to us being really hard on ourselves. Anybody relate to that? Especially during big life changes like empty nesting, divorce, or aging. But practicing self-compassion at this stage is key. It's about letting go of the self-judgment we've carried around for so long and finally giving ourselves the love and care that we need. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness we offer others. We can start healing, we can rewrite our story, and we can truly embrace who we are. This not only helps us feel better emotionally, but also allows us to live more confident and authentic. Being kind to ourselves matters so much, especially in midlife. Why? Ladies, for years, we have often been our hardest critics. I can definitely attest to that. We focused on what we didn't do right or how we could have done better or more. But the truth is, giving ourselves grace can change everything. And I am a testimony of this. When we're kinder to ourselves, we start letting go of guilt and self-doubt. It brings an internal peace and makes life challenges easier to manage. When we do self-compassion, we develop our inner strength, our faith, and instead of being stuck in negative thoughts, we gather all the tools and all the steps to believe in our own value. And when we practice self-compassion, it helps us to be better for others too, because we can't pour from an empty cup. We can't share love that we don't have for ourselves. So I'm here to encourage you. Instead of getting frustrated, let me share with you these 3 steps to gently redirect your thoughts to a new empowering narrative. Okay, step 1, the self-compassion break. Don't we feel overwhelmed a lot? When you feel this way, place your hand on your heart. Just take a deep breath and say to yourself, and oftentimes if you could say it out loud, it'd be even better. Say these things. It's okay. I'm doing my best. And right now, I'm going to give myself kindness. Repeat this whenever you need to build your self-compassion. Oftentimes, many people don't know when we need encouragement, especially if we are strong women. A lot of people think we can handle it on our own, but it sure is nice to have that moment of self-compassion for ourselves, especially when we don't really allow other people to give it to us, right? Number 2, oh, I love this one. I worked on this for years. This is called the mirror affirmation. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your eyes, and say out loud, I love you. I did these mirror affirmations myself when I was first starting to heal. And I tell you, I could not stand in front of the mirror and say to myself, I love you. I would start and then start breaking down in tears, which led me to believe that I really needed to do this exercise because I didn't have the love for myself that I was trying to give everybody else. This exercise helped rewire my brain to accept and love me. That is an amazing place to be, ladies. So mirror affirmation, stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself in your own eyes and say out loud, I love you. It will take you a couple of times. And if it doesn't, that's amazing. That is amazing. But for me, it took a couple of times before I could actually say those 3 words to myself in the mirror, looking in my own eyes. Now, number 3, treat yourself like you would a friend. Now, we've all have friends when they need us, we come running and we listen. We're kind, we're compassionate, we're supportive, we're understanding, we're nurturing, right? But when we face self-criticism, we don't do that. We instead hang on to those negative thoughts, and then we go down this rabbit hole of self-doubt and unlovingness and unworthiness. So I'm going to ask you to treat yourself like you would a friend. And if you start hearing yourself say these thoughts to yourself, like, I'm not good enough, is that something you would say to a good friend? Would you speak this way to a good friend? Most of us would say, no, I wouldn't say that to a good friend. Why do we say that to ourselves? So ladies, shift your tone to one of understanding and support, and treat yourself with the same kindness and love and support that you often give to others. Now, these exercises may seem simple, and maybe you're not sure how this will help. Let me share with you some stats when midlife women practice self-compassion. In the Journal of Positive Psychology, They did a study and they found that 78% of midlife women who actively practice self-compassion reported improved health. Now, in the Journal of Positive Psychology, they found that 78% of midlife women who actively practice self-compassion reported improved mental health, including reduced anxiety and stress levels. In the Journal of Clinical Psychology, they found that 72% of midlife women who regularly engage in self-compassion exercise experience greater emotional resilience during life transitions. It could be empty nesting, a divorce, or a menopause. These stats show the powerful impact of self-compassion on our mental and emotional well-being during midlife. Let me share with you that in my own personal healing, the only thing that broke down these protective walls and brought me lasting healing was when I combined practical tools with my Christian faith. Now, let me share why. My faith gave me the courage to face deep-seated limiting beliefs, childhood wounds, and self-doubt. And the practical tools gave me actionable steps to consistently move forward. Now, Kenneth Pargamont is a prominent psychologist, and he found that spiritual practices can improve mental health and emotional well-being when integrated with psychological treatment. And Harold Koenig is a leading researcher in the field of faith, spirituality, and health. He found that faith and spiritual practices are linked to better mental health outcomes. These studies show that integrating spirituality and psychological approaches can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety and improve overall well-being. In my coaching, I combine practical tools with Christian faith. By mixing actionable strategies with spiritual guidance, it can keep women motivated and resilient, but also aligns women with their goals and deeper values. This blend has helped me and other women break down protective walls and achieve more meaningful and lasting growth. As you move forward, remember that the only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is a belief that you don't deserve it. But I'm here to tell you, seasoned midlife beauties, that you do deserve it. Your breakthrough is waiting, and it's time to claim it. If this video resonated with you or feel it can help another woman, please share it. And sign up for my private Facebook page, Women Empowered, Confident, Unstoppable You. And let's continue this important conversation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. And if you want to watch the replays, just go on over to YouTube and type at Moving Forward Life Coach Realtor. And don't forget to check out my website, movingforwardforlife.com, for your free clarity call, as well as other resources. Remember, the power to rewrite your story is in your own hands. Let me close with this quote. When we rewrite our internal narratives with kindness, we give ourselves permission to grow, heal, and thrive. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to believe it, speak it, and be it. Bye.